Hi everyone, and welcome to a really nice short tutorial on a naked lammy. And I love a naked lammy because I think that it really feeds into that clean girl aesthetic vibe. So I'm just cleaning and prepping the area with Purify and Detox from the Brow Care range, and I always use our cleanse brush because I think it's super soft on the skin and much better than using a spoolie. Right, so going in with step 1 from the Cysteamine range, and this is going to break down all of those lovely disulfide bonds so that we can restructure and reshape those eyebrows. So once I start buffing the product into the brow, I will start the timer for this brow. And I'm applying quite a generous amount because even though the hair is fairly fine, we do need to do some quite serious restructuring as they are facing downwards, and my client wants them to face a little bit more upwards. I'm using a wrap to speed up the processing times, and I am just really pushing those hairs flat to the skin. Getting a little bit more step 1 on the lower part of the brows amongst the roots of the hairs, as this is the most dense part of the hair and can take a little bit more time to process. So I'm just getting a little bit more product on the roots. I am removing the product from the tips of the hairs, as the tips are super vulnerable where they don't house a cuticle. Therefore, product can penetrate much more quickly into this part of the hair. So removing the product is going to avoid over processing of the tips and of this area. And I'm just working a little bit more product into the very, very roots of the hairs. So I'm starting to brush the hairs up into the desired shape and make sure that they are not kinked at the roots and that they are fully flexible and able to move upwards. I've removed step 1 and I'm doing a step 1.5 with my favourite product at the moment, which is Heavenly Balm, and this is quite a phenomenal product for helping me to create a really lovely sleek finish and replenish those hairs with everything that they need post step 1. I then remove the excess and I go in with step 2 and I apply a really, really generous amount, and I mirror the timings that I used for step 1. Do make sure that the brows are brushed into the shape that you want them to set in before applying step 2, as step 2 is your setting and fixing product. For waxing, I'm applying a really nice generous layer of Skin Shield. If you're not using a barrier before waxing after lamination, you are potentially going to cause yourself and your client a big fat problem, because after lamination you have compromised the skin, and some skin types are more sensitive than others, and you need to create a barrier between skin and wax so that you don't cause skin grazing or lifting. I've applied Heavenly Balm as an alternative step 3 for that really nice sleek finish, and I am just brushing the hairs into the shape that I want them to sit in. And for that perfect finish, we are just going to finish off with camo, which is a skin neutralizer. And once you start blending it into the skin, it will conform to the natural skin's tone to create that really lovely colour corrected finish for that lovely Instagram perfect picture.